Warning, this is not intended as a substitute for professional medical care and diagnosis. There are always risks associated with weight training, and none of the instructions or meal plans should be performed without approval from your healthcare professional. As with all exercise programs, you assume certain risks with your health and safety. If you choose to participate in these risks, you do so of your own free will and accord. Michael McBath is a certified personal trainer with National Academy of Sports Medicine. He is not a medical doctor, and nothing in this video should be misconstrued to mean otherwise. Muscles of Motivation is not responsible for any injuries or death as a result of using these techniques.
Muscles of Motivation, baby. Let somebody else throw in that towel, because I ain't throwing it in tonight. Okay, so now at the end of this workout, you notice I'm going to start supersetting all my exercises now. So I superset the hip adduction with the hip adduction. So now I'm starting out with 140 on both sides, and the weight's going to match. I'm going weight for weight because I feel like each part of my body right here is equal. When you see me do the leg curls and leg extension, one's heavier than the other because I'm compensating for where one's weak at. And you notice I might did extra reps on the leg curls because that's where I need the most of the muscle growth at. So I actually did more reps on that. So now as I'm doing the hip adduction and the hip adduction, I'm starting out with 140 and I do 30 reps. So I'm just repping out good reps. And like I said, I superset this, and this is only 10 to 15 seconds. So I jump off one, I go to the other, 30 reps a piece. And like I said, I'm only resting 10 to 15 seconds. And then I bump the weight up to 160. And I'm doing 20 reps here, and then I do 20 reps on the other one. And now I'm only resting for 10 to 15 seconds. And then I up the weight. And now I'm at 180. And this is burning. It's burning bad. So right here, I'm gonna get 30 reps. So I end up doing 30 reps right here, and it's burning. As you can see, I'm struggling a little bit, but I get it in. So I hop off this, and now I'm gonna go to the hip adduction, and I'm gonna do 30 reps here too. And now I'm going up in weight, and now I'm at 190, and I'm struggling to keep the 30 rep range. So now I'm trying to do 20, and I'm breaking 20 down because it's getting a little harder on me. So I do 20 straight here, and then I do an extra 2 or 3 more. This is on the hip adduction. And then I jump on the hip adduction, and I do 25 here too. So I start off, I get 15, then I come back and do another 10. And as you notice, the distance from the outer thigh to the inner thigh on this one, because it's getting a lot harder, but I don't want to quit. I want to have equal inner thighs as the outer thigh muscles. So I want that to be equal as possible. What I do so I can maintain the weight is I just adjust it just a little bit. And I'm still getting that burn. Trust me, it's still burn because I never let the weight rest. I never let the weight touch on anything. If it touches, then that means I'm doing 2 or 3 more extra reps. That's one important thing. Never let the weight touch so it's not resting. Keep that tension on it. So now at this point, I'm up to 190, and I mean, it's burning right here. So now I hop off this, and then I go into the hip adduction, and I'm doing 205 right here. And I'm giving it all I got, and I'm trying to do 20 reps consistent, but I can't manage, so I end up doing 13, then I come back, do 7, and then I do another 2. And then I hop off this, and then I do the hip abduction, and I get 20 reps on this. And then I hop off that, and I go back to the hip abduction. Now I'm at, let's see, I think this right here is 210, and it's hurting. And I'm telling myself 10 reps. 10 reps is what I want, 10 to 12 reps. So I get 10 reps in. Actually, I get the number 8, and I feel like I'm about to collapse. But I push through the other 2. I do an extra 5 reps because 1 rep didn't touch, so it doesn't count. And now I jump back on the other one, and as you see, I pump out 15 reps like it's no problem. All right, now to top off the workout, my legs are completed. If you seen in the video, up in the description, like I'm on the floor, because like I said, my legs are tapped out. It looked like I'm twerking. But that's just the energy being depleted from my legs. I have no energy, like my muscles are drained. So what do? I feel like I want to take it a little farther. So I said, you know what, let me get my 15 minutes in of cardio. And now most people are like, well, don't you do the elliptical or treadmill? Only time I do that is when I don't have my jump rope on me, because I love to jump rope. I think that is the best form of cardio, because you can go at a slow pace, you can go at a fast pace. So now you're going to get some HIIT cardio. If none of you guys know what HIIT cardio is, it's high intensity training, it's high intensity cardio, and that actually burns a lot of fat and build muscle. So that's the best type of cardio. Like when you're doing elliptical and treadmill, after a while your body hits like a plateau because it's so used to that. Whatever you do in the first 20-30 minutes, that's all you're going to burn. So if you do an hour and you burned 1,000 calories, you may have burned 1,000 calories, but that first 30 minutes is the only fat that you did burn. So you pretty much wasted your time. I like to do HIIT cardio, and I like to do jump rope, because not only does it build the legs up and work on the quad muscle, it also gives you speed, it gives you coordination too. It takes a lot to jump rope. So I do this 15 minutes straight. I jump rope 15 minutes straight, and every time I mess up, I drop down and I do anywhere between 30 to 70 push-ups. So by the time I'm finished in my 15 minutes, I've done anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 push-ups. Now, I used to do 1,000 push-ups daily, but obviously I don't rope every day, so there was really no point of me doing these push-ups every day, because even on chest day I'm going to go hard, so sometimes I just want to rest from it. So what I do, as you see right now, I'm roping, I'm getting a good rope in, I'm getting into the groove, I'm listening to my music, I'm focused, I'm locked in. Then I mess up more times than I usually do because my legs are tapped. But I tell you what, like halfway through this cardio session, I get like this urge of like, I can do this, and my legs kind of get like this surge. So my jump rope pace picks up, and my push-up pace picks up, and I go at it a lot harder. Now you try this for 15 minutes, trust me, you will be tapped. It makes you want to throw up, and you're going to burn so many calories doing this. In 15 minutes doing this, you could burn easily 1,000 calories if you do it correct. But this is what I do for cardio, and I do this 3 to 4 times a week. Oh shit, my legs. So it's about almost 215. That's a good weight. Almost 215, 214. That's real good weight. My original goal was to be 215, so I'm past it. Well, the original was 225. I dropped from that, and it's July now. You got like 2 weeks left in it. By the end of July, I should be about 210, 212. By the end of August, I'll be about 2.8, 2.5, somewhere around there. And then September, by the end of September, I'll be about 200, maybe 195. November, I'll be 195, 190, and that's stage weight for me, as far as like stepping on as a bodybuilder. And in December, I might drop down to probably like 180, 185, just depending on how I start looking, because I don't want to lose too much muscle. But that's good money. Now, in April 27th, I weighed in at 245. It is now July 20th. It's either July 20th or July 19th, one of those. And I'm itching at 214. So I say 214. Let's see. 214 and 214 like 0.6, 0.7. So that's a total of about 30-some pounds. That's a good weight right there. You don't want to drop too much weight because you don't want to get skin dry. You know, you want to make sure it's right and tight. Muscles of motivation, baby. Who can't do it? They can't do it, but we can. Make sure you follow me and subscribe.